And could Arsenal be about to get a major boost with one of their other out-of-contract players? That's the question. What are you hearing, Keith?
Yeah, well, first, it was great to hear Arsene Wenger today talking very candidly about all transfers, and we've got great use out of that all day long. But the noises coming out of the club with regards to Mesut Ozil are a lot more positive than they are over Sanchez. His contract, like Sanchez, is up in the summer, Jim, and there was a feeling, I think Arsene Wenger said in December, that it would take something ridiculous for either of those players to go in this window. It's taken something unbelievable with Manchester United coming in for Sanchez. And Arsenal continue to dominate the agenda, and as far as replacements for this man, Alexis Sanchez, is concerned, Arsenal remain keen on this man, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And a big development in this transfer tonight, this potential transfer tonight, with the news that Aubameyang has not been included in the Dortmund squad that has travelled to Hertha Berlin for their match there tomorrow night. We first brought news to you of Cristiano Ronaldo's potential move to Juventus last Thursday. 5 days since then, just 5 days, and the biggest transfer of this window has reached conclusion. In the last hour, we can tell you a fee has been agreed between both clubs, Juventus and Real Madrid, for Cristiano Ronaldo. A staggering £105 million. They brought in Fred, they brought in Diego Dalot. They would have liked to have done a bit more since. And I think the most galling thing for Manchester United supporters right now is they're not really being linked with anyone other than Toby Alderweireld, who we mentioned a minute ago. £75 million is the price on his head. You would think that might make it too difficult for them. They're not being linked with anyone, so Jose Mourinho, as it stands, going into the new season pretty much with the squad he had. Yes, they've got Fred. It will be interesting to see how he is up against Alisson, his Brazilian counterpart, next season. He was inside for around half an hour only, where he met with the club's managing director face to face for the very first time, Lee Charnley, and in that time some supporters managed to congregate outside as well, and he left to what was a barrage of noise at the time. Some supporters asking if they could get a quick autograph or a photograph with Rafa Benitez. You can just see those pictures there, and he kept saying, "I'll see you tomorrow." That is what he said to reporters and to supporters as he came out. And it's my understanding, as he gets into that people carrier, he's now heading off to the club's training ground around 5 miles from here at Benton, where he will meet the players for the first time. We were actually late in getting kicked off here today, but we've only played just over 2 minutes. That's because there was a tribute pre-match to our former Porto manager and a former Newcastle manager, Sir Bobby Robson. It was very touching. There's 50,000 supporters here inside the stadium here in Porto, and they rose as one to pay tribute to their former manager. It's my understanding, as I say, he's back in London right now, finalising that transfer. Rafa Benitez said after the match last night that the player has an agreement with Fulham. Newcastle have an agreement as well, and they're just waiting on the medical. I expect that medical to take place over the next 48 hours, and Alexander Mitrovic to be the next Fulham player ahead of their return to the Premier League. It was a hot foot from Swansea up here to Newcastle to have his medical. Deal sheet was handed in before 5 o'clock, and Newcastle, just in the last couple of minutes, have finalised that deal, and that's Federico Fernandez, a Newcastle United player.